1,000 Ghana cedis every month. Then they go give them 1,600 Ghana cedis as certain allowance. So if they sit 12 times in the month, multiply this money by 12 times. If they sit 15 times, if they sit every day, multiply this money by every day. That'll be how much you will get as certain allowance. Then travel allowance. Domestic, if you travel to Kumasi or you go Pando or you go, I don't know if Pram day more, but anyway, travel 600 Ghana every day. How much they go give them? Then, if you travel outside the country, every day he day outside the country, be $500. You see, $500. All right, $500. That'll be how much you get. Now you see the things we put down there. No, it be the comparative figures from 2018, the time Yantachi there. So the time Yantachi there, let's look at the figures. Then the certain allowance, he sees a 1,400 Ghana cedis. Yes. Then in monthly allowance, he did a 4,300 Ghana cedis. Then international travel, and this be the local travel to you see for there, then it be 300 Ghana cedis. But look at the international travel, and this be the key thing. So Ketokreku, if you travel outside the country, be $500 every day he go get. By the time Yantachi day there, if you travel outside the country for the GFA president and the executives, you they get 250 euros for each day for a minimum of 7 days. It means that if you step outside the country today, you are guaranteed 7 days per diem. So it doesn't matter if you spend 1 day. The minimum they go to pay you before 7 days. So multiply that figure, 250 by 7. What you go get? You get something like 650, I believe, or 850, I believe. Well, my math's no good.
The maths counts
500, yeah, something like that. So that was the strategy at the time. All right, Moki move on. 1,750. Thank you very much. 1,750 for 7 days. Charlie, I get A for maths too. Oh, Charlie, there you are there. Anyway, so Moki move on. So then that one. So this is the other executives. So you see Kets in figures. What about in ESCO members? So you see the city allowance for there. You know Kets in own already 1,006. In vice president, go get 1,004. The other ESCO member per every setting they will get 1,003. Monthly allowance, you know Kets in own already 12,000. In vice could take 7,000. Sorry, it shouldn't be. It's 7,000, not 12,000. That means how much in vice could take. So we could make that correction. It be 7,000. Then the ESCO members. Each person go take 4,000. That be the monthly allowance. So president 12, vice president 7, not 12. Then ESCO members 4. Then domestic travel and feeding allowance. You know the president you own 600. The vice president you own 500. ESCO members 400. Foreign travel. You know the president you know $500. In vice go take $400. Then the ESCO members go take $300 each. All right. So those are the details of how much they'll be earning at the end of every month. Now, Randy Abbey, he'll be one of the people who will benefit from this particular scheme. He will benefit because he'll be ESCO member. We ask him about what they make of the brouhaha where he come to the Congress ground before the thing they approve him. Because plenty of people talk against the thing, but in the end, only one person will erase and say they vote against the thing. Alaji Grusa. So maybe listen to Randy Abbey justifying why them pass this particular proposal. Maybe listen.
For let's admit that this is novel. Never in the history of Ghana football has the compensation package or whatever of the executive committee ever been brought to Congress for discussions. But as part of the pursuit of transparency and accountability, the framers of the current status decided that, look, we needed to have a certain oversight. You don't determine for yourself what you should earn and approve it by yourself and pay to yourself. You get what I'm saying? So yes, it's novel, same as the budget. I mean, this is the first time, and so it is not surprising that you would have such discussions about it and all that. I mean, that's the spirit. That's what it should be. Things must be in the open. People must know so that nobody is accused of doing things in the background. And we had a spirited discussion. There were those who were not for it. There were those who had some views. There were those who thought that, look, it wasn't even enough. There were those who thought it was all right. At the end of the day, it was subjected to a vote, and an overwhelming majority took the decision.
Okay, majority carried the vote. Oh, that's the phrase. They say majority carried the vote. So Randy say, make you forget everybody. They say everybody get your own talk. In the end, them votes. The people where they talk now chance talk to the thing. Make you vote for them. When they vote, where they approve that thing. So right now, what be people that my issue? Well, so as the matter finished, where we catch Alhaji because the Congress grant there, Alhaji too. They talk plenty. They say make the money save. It be too much. Make they reduce them to 1,000 Ghana. When we ask him, say, Alhaji, then what be your real issue, Ankasa? This be what Alhaji tell us.
My concern, they should reduce it. They should reduce it to maybe the GFA chairman can take 7, vice 5, these people 3. It's a good distance because they are taking another allowance, but I don't want to talk this. I agree upon before I come out. That one is passed. Because I'm not the one doing football alone. We are many. If they agree, then I also agree. Because me, I talk my mind to be free.
You know me better do that thing. So if the people say this is the one they want, then why not? Jerome, why not make I bring you in? The matter, we simplify and finish. This be the figures. What be your stand on this matter?
My stand we say it should be paid.
Yeah.
My only issue is with whether they have money to sustain it. That be my only issue. Apart from that, I don't have any issue. I even think the money is small when the amount quoted because I know all these people in our football.
Right.
Some of them, we know their private life. We know their private business. If they were to focus on their private business and say, this is the business we are doing, no football matters,
no problem.
that money is peanuts.
Yeah.
Some of them.
I agree.
Yeah, not all of them, but some of them. I mean, 7,000 cedis to someone who has, someone who has built his own businesses. I mean, his own life has run businesses. It's just no money.
Yeah.
My only issue, like I said, is with whether there are funds enough to continuously pay. And then against the fact that sometimes too we have issues of referees, for instance, having their allowances delaying, maybe match commissioners, those petty things. I don't want to hear them again. Unless, of course, these payments also go delay. then we know that officiating fees, I think that has been scrapped or something like that. Yeah. Then we
right
know
now
that
they've proposed monthly payment for referees.
Yeah.
Instead of per match.
So allowances of FA chiefs or couples, if it's delaying, then that of others too can also delay.
So what is good for the goose?
Exactly. That'd be my only issue. Otherwise, I think the payment it's in order.
You mentioned the sustainability issue. Then I want to draw your attention to some matter. I should say you see the GFA, the expenditure and revenue expectation. Last season you see they brought in 39 million Ghana cedis. So inside the GFA no get money, but so, you look at those numbers, not be small, not be small number.
So that's what I'm saying. If you can pay and pay all the time, me, I don't have a problem. But then it also calls into question their ability to bring in funds. Now there will be, if I was part of Congress or the FA, I will make more demands on the FA to bring in more cash so that they can take care of some of these payments. Because it shouldn't be, say we will have FIFA funds, funds from government or any other funds going into these payments. Otherwise we'll be like, I mean, Ghana as we have it. So much, I mean, state funds going into paying employers and employees and those things.
I agree.
That's my problem with the whole arrangement. Otherwise, these people who work must
it's much
eat.
ado about nothing, really.
Yes. People who work must eat, and
I know, I agree. And you see, for me, yesterday, for the first time ever, we get opportunity to really look at the GFA accounts.
Yeah.
The public, like this thing, we never know.
Yeah.
And you see, for me, some of the things I see from where GFA they get money really shocked me.
Yeah.
You and I were in this country when GFA official talk. We say the Puma sponsorship financial package no day. He said it was all in the value of merchandise.
Yeah.
Going through the GFA account yesterday, we see the Puma paid them 500,000 euros every season.
Yeah. That be why I agree with Randy when he says they brought these things up for public scrutiny, sort of.
Yeah, it's important.
So now you have eyes in what is happening. Whatever you want to believe, you can believe it. Whatever you want to say, you can say it. But you have the opportunity to see what has been going on. That's why I like what Alhaji did.
Yeah.
Made his position known, but still went with the flow. That look, this is what I think.
You agree for back.
But I mean, I'm just one.
Yeah.
If the group says let's pay, let's pay.
And I agree because I mean, Jerome, honestly, this matter it depends me because the people then talk say the Puma sponsorship, the money no. All this matter it be me, you know here.
Why?
You did.
So they took the money or what?
There are others that maybe we can't say here. I mean, there are other things that were in it that.
It's not fair, crowd. 500,000 euros every season. Puma they give Ghana apart from the jersey. Some people told us in this country that the Puma sponsorship was all in the value of merchandise, jerseys, ball. It finished. No financial figure.
What if they renegotiate the deal?
Which renegotiate?
We would have known.
We would have known.
Yeah, we would have known.
The extension then signed. It was an extension of the contract. It wasn't a renegotiation of the
But
terms.
you say if they sign contracts, it's most likely some of the terms will be.
But with the time you say these terms they long not be now. You see the financial statement. The statement the back dates not be now.
Talking about a possible rip-off of the state of the GFA, they go be say this Puma deal something happened where some money go somewhere where not for go. Looking at this whole thing it happened that be yesterday, one of the very important takeaways me, for instance, I pick from the Congress be the fact say now there are point auditors, you get it, to check some of these things. Where if you listen to some of the interviews these EXCO members conduct, for example, Randy Abbey, then be very clean. Say since it can't GFA, this be the first time we open up for our books, make people come see what actually they happen. So make you give them the benefit of the doubt. And I agree with Jerome perfectly on the fact say, see, some of these people be well to do. If you be say them go focus on them the job as it presents itself, then give them a mind from all of these things. It will really help Ghana football eventually. And secondly, too, the fact say the ex gratia, you they kind how this whole ex gratia income make a big deal in this country. Say why would they pay $15,000 to the GFA president, and then it be flat rate. So whether you be EXCO member, you be
anybody 15,000. Well, it be discretionary too. The figure is not put up for vote.
No,
they just go sit down actually
and look at what is there.
This year, how much people say pay one about it? Oh, 15,000. Okay.
So yes, still as the news they come where they see say people they criticize, people they bash, people they try bring all of those unnecessary comparisons. Then I really make worry because then I ask my body say look across the country or even the political landscape itself. How much some state CEOs they earn? If you want to pay GFA president 12,000 to focus on his job, it be out of place. So then I'll be very, very cool with this. I listen Alhaji Grusa. He be the only person he gets something to say about this. Even he himself, he admits say he wish he could have had it this way. But once they agree for them, then they're cool. So then for me personally, I feel say it be cool. It not be much ado about that. Make we just take them as he did.
See, honestly, Jerome, I mean, you and I, we cover plenty congresses in the past. This was one of the most, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like it be one of the most calmest, the most civil congresses.
You see, it is mostly with how things were done previously.
Everything was Nicodemus.
And now we all agree we are charting a new path. If you are charting a new path, how new can you do things? One of the things clearly is to focus on what is important.
Yeah.
Don't bring in matters that will waste people's time.
Yeah.
Focus on the important things. And I think that is what they are seeking to do.
Yeah.
You can, give and take. You can criticize them for certain things. For instance, the issue about the balls. I think they could have gone in straight to do whatever they wanted to do without some of the things. Eventually, the FA president came in saying that, it was a mistake. Even then, even before his admission, there were people who were saying, no, you guys are talking too much. But the man himself came out to say, look, I think we made an error here. So
I like that.
It's all about how things have gone in the past. Badly, and now we are agreeing that look, certain things are not good. Let us just concentrate on.
Briefly on this, friends, everything they rise and fall on leadership. Everything they rise and fall on leadership. So if now we talk about the fact that things they go on as expected in a more civilized manner, then clearly the credits they go to the new crop of GFA.
I agree. Farouk, I'm going to bring you in very shortly, but I could play this insert from Kurt Okreku about how the utterances from some members of the GFA go to destroy the Ghana football image and make them a work difficult for them when they look for sponsorship. Make a listen.
First of all, I'm not trying to gag my colleagues. I'm not trying to gag my colleagues in the media as well. What I have said is that let's always, at all times, think Ghana football. Okay, we are one family. We may be different in opinions on how we think that the game must be administered, but at the end, we are the same people who have appointed or given opportunity to some of us to lead the family. Okay, so yes, you may have divergent views, but we have good platforms that we can share our divergent views. A typical example being the Congress of the Football Association. So I'm saying that, look, yes, let's keep to our divergent views, but let's hold on to occasions like this where as a group we come together and we dissect our football business and then speak about issues that affect us in common and then find very good solutions to our problems. Okay, we shouldn't resort to the public space because at the end it affects the total good. Okay, we go to corporate Ghana, the corporate world, preaching football and encouraging corporate entities to come on board, but if it is that you impact negatively on our repositioning strategy, then it becomes problematic. So I'm just appealing to everybody that look, yes, we love our sport, yes, we are different at times in opinions, but at the end it's football we are talking about. Okay, let's keep it clean, let's keep the atmosphere around the sport clean, because for those products that we enjoy on TV, this is not the way it's been built.
Okay, so the basa talk make you people sure. Farouk, briefly on that. I mean, like he really talk all because Ghana football.
I get something to say too on that.
You keep what you want to talk. Let I hear from. Farouk. You want to talk double standards?
No.
What be the issue?
No double standards.
Okay, what be the issue?
It be you where you brought a total recall of what Palmer said on City.
Yeah.
And now that thing is biting him.
Oh, Charlie.
Yeah. So I'm only saying that what Kurt is saying is true.
Yeah, okay.
If you have something to say, wait for the appropriate platform or go to the appropriate platform.
Yeah.
Don't go on
radio. Call radio station
and I'm looking forward to the situation where the FA laws go bite.
Yeah. Like the CAS laws have bitten.
Go bite on anybody who makes a reckless.
Like the GFA laws now them bite before it cuts here. Are they like?
No, maybe they bite more. I mean,
he bites more.
If you look at even for our laws inside, then they talk say people for not go court, but every now and then when they see class going to court, and nothing they happen to them.
And the statute say make you not take. Exactly. The statute say make you not take GFA matter go civil court. Yes. But every day injunction. Only one commodore.
I mean it's bad. So I agree with John. But speaking of the allowances, for me, I think that I agree with my two colleagues here. It's very moderate. Of course, there are some of the things if you look like if you don't want to check. Like you said in your intro, the sitting allowances, that is discretionary. Then go feed decide say we go sit like 10 times in a month.
That
and
will
make the money more. Yeah. So like the Nyantechi administration where there was a bit of cap when it comes to their traveling. Maybe they could institute something like that.
Yeah.
So say somebody
Especially
could just stop there and say, hey, this match we don't get meeting there. Me there no go there. So something that we discuss, we no go know. All we go know say they go 3 meetings within the week. So they are entitled to this amount of money. But if you check with other associations, you realize that the issue of transparency be very key. So I've been trying to check other federations. And you find almost nothing.
You don't go find
Nigeria, however, you don't see. The only thing that came close was Zambia. I think in 2 years they had a local organizing committee which comprises the ESCO members.
Okay.
Then do some meeting centers. And if you check the sitting allowance, it was almost like that of the GFA, something around 5,000 kwacha, which should be around 1,700 Ghana cedis. So it's almost the same as that of Ghana. So I don't know really. If you check Germany, for instance, their FA president receives annually almost about 250,000 euros. You check Ghana's own and it's almost about 140 Ghana cedis. So they 40,000 Ghana cedis. So it's very moderate, and I think the GFA president is doing well so far.
Oh, me, I agree. Honestly, the money there, then just for pay them because all they're shouting for stop. Because the GFA, they really get money. See, my accounts every year. But the only problem is 2020 and 2021 football season. The people budget 40 million. They say the expected revenue they want be 40 million. But the expected expenditure to be 40 million. Why? All the money you want bring, you want top all. I don't know about. But anyway, so we go take some short break. When we come back, we go zoom into P4P issues. Pama, CASA make it come out for there. We go into those issues. Make it not go anywhere.
The world is impossible without time. Time is endless motion. Make time work for you. Bet Planet. Time to bet.
Election 2020, Ghana makes a choice. Tracking and bringing reports of the presidential and parliamentary campaigns across the length and breadth of this nation.
Analyzing campaign activities and election data with our panelists on the Voters' Diary.
The Voters' Diary is the most factual, instructive, and balanced election 2020 analysis program on television.
The Voters' Diary every weekday on City TV from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Stay informed on all the relevant issues on election 2020.
Tune into the Voters' Diary. It's Ghana's choice.
This is Football Made in Ghana. We're back here again. My name is Fentio Tahiru Fentio. My guest day here, Jerome Ochre, Jude Duncan, Ahmed Farouk. Plenty of your messages come. The guys, they scroll, the messages give you. So they see your messages, they cool. So from Ogidi, Joshua and Ashaman, all the guys, all the messages they come, they see them. Oh, man, can you make you guys, they keep your messages coming. We'll go scroll them, give you. Sanya Lutu, Baka. From Kulfo in the Upper West region, they see your messages. So somebody that asked about Benjamin Nketia. He did leave, Charlie. He did leave. He did enjoy. Wait, he said he has the verdict. The CAS verdict make ready long time. But Sekov Nana closed the borders. That be coming running when you send me that. That be good one. Nana closed the borders. So as he opened up yesterday, no, they dropped them. They dropped the verdict. Anyway, so if you, I don't know, if you hide under a rock, I should say you go here. the biggest story of today be, in fact, the speed with which people bury the GFA money issue, they jump into this story, be now. So we watch this verdict for like, I don't know, August 4, they postpone them, September. So right now, they drop that thing. The summary, there will be some very short one, simple and short. Assembly seriously make Palmer come out for there. Me at 3. So you see, this be the grounds and the which then take disqualifier, right? So I go read the highlighted portion for you. It says, in particular, the argument raised by the appellant, which is Palmer, in the public that representatives of the respondent and of the sports bodies of the Ghana government should have made unclassified payments to match officials, and that a failure to do so accounted for Ghana's inability to qualify for the World Cup. That was the ground. That was the second ground. And it says, on the basis of the evidence submitted, and in particular the undisputed existence of a final decision of the ethics bodies of the respondent, which reprimanded the appellant for his public remarks, the panel is satisfied that the GFA Elections Committee had grounds to determine the non-eligibility of the appellant. Now look, I read the second paragraph give you. It said the panel is of the opinion that a person desiring to represent the GFA as president should be of irreproachable behavior and be in possession of a high spectrum of norms and values, including full integrity. The words quoted on City FM, not we talk, we need CAS, the Court of Arbitration of Sports, they use City FM as evidence. He said the words quoted on City FM, and listen to the next line, which are not in dispute, because we will know the lie for here, establish a lack of the requisite integrity for the presidency that the GFA Elections Committee properly and reasonably relied upon. This is the matter. This be where what then take disqualify Palmer. So you they ask yourself, this matter they talk, say Palmer talk something for City FM. Palmer talk something. He say make the pay unclassified payment. So we no pay that one, we not qualify for Russia 2018. And so of that, GFA president no go feed the talk like that. Say make the pay bribe. So that's what they say. They lack integrity. But the comment Ankasano, what was it? This day, October 13, 2017, I joined City FM October 10, 2017. I come here 3 days. 3 days, Sports Panorama. This be my first day on Sports Panorama. Where we call P for P that evening. He talk, but this particular portion, that be where the matter, they make you listen.
So, certain budgetary allocation. I'm quite surprised. Ghanaians and the media, for that matter, sided with the former minister, that is Honorable Nelanti, when the white paper had clearly indicated that unclassified payments were still legal within the context of our budget or the financial administration of the country. Yet people believed that it was necessary for the unclassified payments to be cancelled. The Jamasa Commission indicated clearly that that should be cancelled, but the government white paper indicated that it was very necessary for us to do that.
From where you stand as an FA person, you second this notion?
Yeah, I second it in the sense that it's very rational that if I stand to gain by, let's say, a minimum of $8 million, if I should enter a competition of this day, and I'm to spend $50,000 for the referee to be fair or to give a fair game.
Why would you want to spend money on referees?
Let me tell you this, unless you are not within the industry. Benjamin, are telling me that the first goal we had against Congo in Kumasi was a bad goal. It turned out to be a goal, but the referee disallowed it. Do you know what motivated him to do that? I can also tell you for a fact, as a casual looker of the industry, it clearly points to the fact that he was being motivated by an invisible. That could be Egypt, that could be Uganda, any of the members that we were competing with. When we went to Uganda, you saw clearly that the push on how do you call it? Chakachapo. Whatever that. The first goal that Amati had was a clean goal. The last minute goal that we had was a clean goal. So we are not asking for anything beyond the referee being fair. So if the referees had been fair with Ghana's team, we will not be talking the way we are talking this time, because through that arrangement we have lost 4 points. Just add the 4 points.
Mr. Palmer, can you hold on for me a second? You are saying that we missed out on opportunities to pay indemnities that would have handed us an advantage or would have given us an upper hand. I mean, to put it in such language is to sugarcoat the situation. Are you saying that Ghana would have been better off and our qualification would have been smoother if we had greased referees and certain officials? Is that what you're actually saying?
No, it's about protocol.
So, this is the voice which it caused Palmer all these problems 3 years later. Jerome, because I know what you.
Yeah. And me, I like it. I like it in the sense that there's been too much recklessness in our football space in terms of utterances. Me, I've been caught or more or less scolded for certain things I said about referees some time ago. So
some headlines. They can't show you that headline. Headline.
So all of us will be careful. But see, the truth of the matter is there are certain things you can't say. No one is clean. Everybody has skeletons somewhere. But the thing is that within the court of, public
discourse.
Discourse, you cannot say certain things. When I saw the first statement, the one that all of us shared, I was like, this thing be test. There isn't much to pick from this. Later when I read the whole thing, I said, then Palmer, this one there.
Yeah.
You have yourself. And if you read the judgment, just like you showed here, it's so clear. It's so clear. You cannot take this argument anywhere and make any case against it. Whether or not some of the people in the game today cannot be deemed as clean, we are talking about what is at stake, what is on the table, what CAS has given us. And the truth of the matter is that, like they put out there, it is not in dispute. You cannot argue against it. On that basis, you can't stand for GFA election. I'm all for it. I think CAS...
Palmer himself, he talks about the matter, he no go appeal again. But make I show you the timelines. This matter, Charlie, it check like it never they finish. It started in October 2019. It left 1 month to catch 1 year. October 4, so it left exactly 1 month.
Exactly 1 month.
Before we catch 1 year. October 4th, when they disqualify him. Then he appeal October 9. They say the appeal no go stand. Wait, they go CAS October 11. Then he go GFA go for them at defense October 21. Then he continue to June 22. Now remember, make I show you one of the key things. October 25. You see that one? October 25 at the corner at the top there. That day, the Palmer say make the Court of Arbitration for Sport put injunction for the GFA elections. When the CAS say that thing, they not go do. Where they no do. Where they hold the elections, we can't win. As you see, I'm like that. Then June 22, 2020, CAS threw out GFA. GFA go talk say the Court of Arbitration for Sport, they don't get the power here, the matter where they say make the GFA come out for them. June 22. Then July 17, then that be when the first ruling for come out, they postponed to August 4. August 4 come, they know do we wait out the whole day. They postponed to September 1. September 1, there. CS dismisses Palmer's case. Kento Kreku remains GFA president. Jude, guys, we don't get plenty time on this because we will talk about 2012 Black Maidens. But what be your final say on this matter? Your thoughts on this matter? Just about 1 minute.
Friend, briefly on this matter. this issue are here as the whole thing starts. Then people they talk say, oh, it be the monies pay GFA in the player transfers. Joseph Pinson transfer to Genk, then Gabriel Lavette to Genk, we go cause the issues. But then I'll go delve into the issues. Now I'll come across this particular thing. When then I tell my colleagues for the newsroom say this be what eventually will bring in whole appeal down. And true to my word, what we see right about. If if you look at the issues, last week they talk about one of the problems of Ghana football. Another big problem where it did when a footballing inside we for talk about too. It be lose stock, you know, about and the lack of discipline. This it be totally irresponsible comment, no matter how you look at them. You know, about he be Palmer, he be founder, he be the head of what? Tema Youth. You know, about then go relegation. So they tell me say he pay. Was he paying unclassified amounts so Tema Youth go?
In fact, what they talk, they imply say all the qualifiers we qualify and we pay referees.
Exactly.
He wasn't just saying that we don't qualify. He said we don't qualify to come that, which means all the time we qualify.
And this is FIFA World Cup.
Exactly. No,
it don't be some.
No. It don't be some America tournament.
America tournament gets more hyper.
So, like I talked, I wasn't surprised at all. Where if this happened in 2017, where 2018, you all know what happened for Ghana football. This whole
referees matter,
the expose, everything they come up. So that it kind of they validates everything we have witnessed for 2018. So me, for instance, I don't make surprise that they listen. The lawyer now, Odofo, she did a normalization committee. She talked plain.
She filed the case.
She talked plain. Say. It was a non-starter at all, Ibab. And me particularly, it be irresponsible comment from him for condemn him, and it no be surprising at all.
You get what he deserve, eh?
Oh yeah, if I pay the charges,
just 60 seconds.
Yeah. Jude, Bonnie, I'm with your friend. I tell you, say CTFMB. Super. As your name can cast really inside there. They allow you. I have a comment. You say we as at the campus at the do election since.
Yeah.
So imagine say at the go campaign for somebody in room and the person go tell you say no politicians are allowed. Don't come and disturb us. Then you manage to enter and this person is heckling you. Then some way somehow you find your way to win the election. Then tomorrow this person comes to you that into they won't go election. What you go tell this person? If I get power, how I will make a contest? You did this politicians be this, politicians be that. So that is the basis and the crux of the whole issue.
Yeah.
As somebody who wants to lead a particular association, there are certain things that you should be wary of. You shouldn't be making such comments because then it will come back to hide you. If today Palmer is probably president, it go there we all and our minds inside say we go play match.
If the next step if we
know win, somebody pocket the referee money.
Where it go miss again that in our leagues too.
If it happen,
if the association itself they do, then if you don't do it, then you don't get place for inside. So for me, I think it sends a strong signals to all of us, not just in football, that whenever you are making comments about an issue, you have to exercise a bit of discretion.
Okay, so I mean the guys really talk all. For me, this matter I don't get anything else. So, the only thing I get to be say if you can't talk of panorama, if you cool down.
Because you can't the FIFA.
because you see me this matter the day after the interview, as we do the story, well, it'd be funny because me that time I come City Fresh, I tell you. I write that story where I publish them. The next day, they call me down. Palmer called it and say, Charlie, they say I talk this. What I talk yesterday, Panorama, what I talk for this? He said, he call. When we send him the tape, he listen, call back again. He say, he do your work. Anyway, this be Football Made in Ghana. Make you send your messages today there, 05505858832. Plenty messages come. I wish I had time, I go read them all. But then the scroll, so make you know where you go see your messages. Plenty from say Oxford, David in Navrongo, plenty of them. But right now, what I want to do is say the Black Maidens, Ghana's under 17, they made history up to today. They be the only team from Africa where they win medal at the FIFA World Cup. 2012 Azerbaijan. The man that he coach them. This man Jerome, he know him very well. Masoud Didi Dramani, he take a bunch of teenage girls to Azerbaijan, he go do the impossible. What we go do is say we go show you some of their standout matches, right? Some of them are standout matches. In the group stages, or them play Germany, they lose and things, but the game against Uruguay, they really turn on the star. Make you enjoy this.
Yeah.
It's a dream start for the Ghanaians, and it was the head of their striker, Jane Ayeam, that did the damage. It's a strong, firm, downward header from Ayeam, and the lady from Ashtown Ladies has put Ghana into a precious lead. Ghana look to build down that right touchline once again. Been pretty productive for them so far, and showing a clean pair of heels here is Sherifatu Sumaila, and it's back in, and the goal is given. It's goal number 2 for Ghana, headed in this time by Priscilla Roquier. 2 headed goals for Ghana have given them a distinct advantage here in Bale in this Group D encounter. They've about 5 forward here again. Can she get there before the goal?